So, how does a legendary guild actually begin? How do seven total strangers logging into a brand new virtual world go from just a bunch of random players to a real team with a purpose? Well, that's what we're going to look at today, that very first super crucial session. Okay, so this is where it all kicks off. We've got seven players, and they each get this cutting edge VR headset. We're talking brainwave reading tech here. They all decide to dive into the world of Infinitum, landing on the medieval server, smack dab in the middle of the kingdom of Fantasia. And here they are. Let's meet the party. It's a pretty wild mix. You've got two barbarians for raw power, and two paladins to keep everyone on the straight and narrow, with Valha the Goliath taking the lead. Then you've got a ranger, a wizard, and this ASMR rogue named Arya, who seems all sweet and innocent. This is the group that's about to have a very, very interesting first day. Now, something really wild happens the second they log in. One of the players, Avia, who's playing the Dragonborn barbarian Antonella, gets a compatibility rating of 100. The system's AI, Eve, literally says she has never seen a number that high before. So, yeah, let's just file that away for later, because that feels like it's going to be important. Right out of the gate, they're dropped into this huge server-wide event. The goal? Collect 10 super powerful crystals. Simple enough, right? Wrong. They are not the only ones after these things, and they're about to find out they are seriously outgunned. And this chart just lays it all out. There's this other player, Genghis Khan, and he's already snagged 6 of the 10 crystals. He is so close to winning the whole thing, and just like that, our brand new team has its first major goal. They have to stop this guy. And if that wasn't bad enough, check out what Khan is working with. He has this insane, super rare upgrade called Instakill. And yep, it does exactly what you think it does. He can just delete another player from the fight. This guy isn't just a high-level player. He's a walking death machine. So a direct fight? Totally off the table for now. All right, so when you're facing a guy who can literally one-shot you, what do? Well, you do the smart thing. You start small, you level up, the team walks up to a local tavern, spots a bouncer, and does the most classic RPG thing ever. They ask him if he has a quest for them. And their first quest is just incredibly wholesome. The bouncer needs a magical, sparkling violet rose for his girlfriend. Adorable. The team asks around, finds out it's in the city garden, Barkin spots it, and they bring it back. It's your textbook starter quest, and it goes perfectly. They get a little XP, a little confidence boost, and most importantly, they get into the tavern. So that first quest, that was just the warm-up. Once they get inside the tavern, they find their next gig, and it seems just as simple. But this is the moment where their whole adventure takes a very sharp and much, much darker turn. Another player comes up and offers them what sounds like a milk run. All they have to do is deliver a small package of, well, drugs to some guy next door. Bring back the gold, get a reward. Easy peasy, right? The team's hungry for experience, so they say yes. And of course, the simple delivery just completely explodes. They give the guy the drugs, and he immediately turns on them, luring them into a storage room and attacking. He's totally out of his mind. The guild manages to take him down, they call the city guards, and the guy gets hauled off to jail. So now they have to go back to the dealer with no drugs and no money. And she is, let's just say, not happy. Instead of getting that reward they were promised, they get a threat. Get me my gold, or the entire drug syndicate is going to come after you. So, to recap, it is day 1, and this brand new guild is already on the wrong side of a criminal organization. They are completely backed into a corner, and they've got to figure out how to fix this without digging themselves into an even deeper hole. This is the real test, right? This is the moment that's going to start to define them as a team. They don't have the gold, they definitely can't fight a whole syndicate, so what's the play? Well, they come up with a plan that's part genius and part completely insane. It's a heist. It's a classic, beautiful little heist. The rest of the party starts a huge commotion to draw everyone's attention. While that's going on, Arya, the team's quiet little rogue, sneaks over, pickpockets the exact amount of gold they owe right off the dealer herself and slips away. Then they walk right up to her and pay her back with her own money. And you know what? It works. The dealer is completely clueless, takes her money, and is satisfied. But, and this is a big but, look at the cost. Sure, they got a tiny bit of gold and XP, but now their reputation in the kingdom is shot, and they're on the radar of a drug syndicate. They learned a really hard lesson about consequences right then and there. This whole chaotic, messy, morally gray situation forces the team to just stop and think. This was not the epic adventure they signed up for, and it makes them ask a really important question. What kind of guild do we actually want to be? And right there, that's the answer. Forged in the chaos of their very first real mission, they create their first and most important rule: no more shady quests, no more evil jobs. From now on, they're going to try to be the good guys. It's a simple idea, but it's going to define everything they do from this point on. As their first day winds down, Valhalla, the paladin, makes a really smart move. He knows they've made some powerful enemies, so he creates a private server. This isn't just a place to log off safely. It's a fortress. It's their safe haven, a direct response to the new dangers they're facing. So they survive day one. They have a big bad guy to fight in Genghis Khan, and now they have a moral compass to guide them. But you have to wonder, right? In scrambling to get out of that mess with the drug dealer, have they just traded one very obvious, very powerful enemy for a quieter, more sinister one that's now lurking in the shadows of Fantasia?